Yo, what's going on, guys? DJS here, bringing you guys this week's Collectivekicks weekly recap. Sorry it's so late. It is Sunday the 6th. Usually I do these on Friday, but I didn't have a chance to this week. So I figured I'd give you guys a recap now. Again, if you guys are newer and haven't been seeing these every week, the site layout is different. There is still updates every single week that is being done. So bear with the site as we get this overhaul still. But you can see right here there's a top bar just of a bunch of different stories and regular posts on the side. Most popular posts and whatnot. And let's go ahead and get into some of these articles, though. There's about 4 pages. Hopefully this will be quicker than the other ones because there doesn't seem to be as much news this week as the previous. And part of the reason is because I haven't honestly had enough time to do a lot of the updates, and my writers haven't had a lot of time either, which means I actually probably need some more writers because the writers that I have, there's a couple solid ones that work really well, but I have a lot of them that are very inactive, unfortunately, which is understandable because everybody has lives and stuff, but I am hoping to get some people in that can at least post one article a week. That would be helpful for me. So if you guys are interested in writing for the site, email me at heskicks@gmail.com. I'll put it in the description. Just searching for new writers and stuff, people that can create news articles for current information. At least one article a week is what I'm hoping for. That way I can see different articles from different people through the week. But without further ado, let's jump in. LeBron 11 Blue Suede gets a release date of 4/10. That's next week. If you guys didn't catch that, I don't know if you guys are feeling these ones or not. It's going to be an interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what the market reacts to with these because it's the first of the EXT series, and being the blue suede that it is. A lot of people have been hating on the earlier images. It is leather lined. It is a premium shoe, and from what I understand, the price point is only $200 or something like that. It's the same as the regular LeBron 11s, which makes no sense at all. Even the LeBron 10s were $250. So for the EXT, so interesting move. I'm still kind of on the fence if I'm going to get them or not. Honestly, I'm not like head over heels for them. There is one of the EXT colorways that I do like, and I don't even think I did an article on that, unfortunately. But it's the black and kind of has the goldish posite material colorway. I think those ones look dope. But yeah, I don't know. Leave a comment. Let me know if you guys are planning on picking those up next week. I'm curious to see if people are liking those. Fila Heritage King Pack. If you guys want to see that article, Kicks Reason wrote that one. Lamar Got Soul wrote the previous one. Nike and Liberty reveals Summer Collection 2014. If you guys want to check those out, there's 4 different sneakers there, including a Roshi and an Air Max, and 2 other sneakers there you can see. The Air Max 98 Retro is available now if you guys are fans of the Retro 98. The 98 is one of those Air Maxes that just didn't get any love. It is kind of a more plain looking sneaker, but it does have that full air unit on the bottom. Air Max 97 got love. The Air Max 95 is the most notorious, probably Air Max out there, arguably, because I know a lot of people love the Air Max 90s as well. But the Air Max 95 is a huge sneaker. And the Air Max 98 is not as big, but it is back and available if you guys are interested. There's a link in the article for that, as well as a link to the website in the description if you guys want to check out the site. Appreciate that. Also, this video, if there's one article I want you guys to see this week, it's this one. Phase2's PE and sample video from SoleCollector. Unbelievable collection. If you guys know, I did a recap a little bit of the video from the pickup that Index gifted me 2 days ago, and in the recap video I show you guys kind of the Index event, and FaZe showed some of his collection from this video on that. Also, Phase2's collection was on the cover of the last issue of SoleCollector. All of the PEs that you saw on there, all the limited PEs and stuff, those are all FaZe's sneakers. Really, really crazy, well done video, and definitely worth a watch if you guys want to check that one out. The Air Jordan 29 is going to get an unveil date. It is going to be set for April 17th, so it's coming up in 2 weeks on a Thursday, and we're going to hear a lot of information about the sneaker, and I think you guys are going to be pretty excited to see it. I haven't seen the sneaker yet. Like, obviously, people know not to leak that sort of information. They want it specifically for this big unveil. But I'm curious, what do you guys think it's going to look like, man? Do you think it's going to look similar to the 28 with the high sleeve, if you will, like the kind of what the Kobe's have done, or do you think it's going to go back to a lower mid-top thing? My thing is, I think it's probably going to go back to like the SE sort of height, because it seems like the SE is the one that they keep throwing out lots of colorways to, and they haven't made any more colorways to the 28 with the sleeve or whatever. So I don't know. I think that probably is the direction they're going to be going with the 29. We will definitely see officially coming up April 17th, and I'll definitely cover that in some articles coming up. And earlier in the week, I did an article for the Lebron 11 because it got an official release from Nike Sportswear, but it didn't actually have the release date associated with it at the time of the article. Nike Free 2014 running collection is available if you guys want to check those out. I'm not a huge fan of the Nike Frees. I've never been. The Nike Frees that I was gifted from Champ Sports honestly changed my opinion on them quite a bit because the 7.0s were super duper comfy for me at least. And so like the 3.0s not so comfortable, 5.0s are decent, 7.0s are amazing. So definitely want to check that out for natural motion flexibility. Kind of an interesting concept that they are bringing on the natural motion with that and the Roshis. Moving on, these ones are sick, dude. The Nike KD6 Elite colorway with the white, gold, and mango. It's definitely my favorite colorway of the KD6s so far. I think it just looks really, really amazing. I love the air sole in that. I think that the KD6 Elite might be the most popular one out of the Elite series. I just maybe. I mean, I guess we'll see when they sell. I haven't liked the previous colorways we've seen, but I really, really like that one. Moving on, we have 5 colorways of the Nike, and I've looked at my spelling there. The Nike is one word. That's what happens when I enter articles really, really quickly while I'm working and doing other things. But there is 5 different colorways of the LeBron lows, and you can see them all there. Interesting. I like the mango ones the best, and I'll show you guys those on the next page, which are right here. The mango Floridian. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I DJ'd another wedding last night. It was a wild, crazy little wedding, and now I'm just kind of recuperating. But yeah, the Floridians I think look dope. Of course, the orange and black kind of theme always works well with me. The Supreme release happened on Saturday, and pretty crazy. Well, wait, no, I'm sorry. That was on Thursday. I'm totally back. I'm totally out of it. The Supreme release happened on Thursday, and if you guys missed that, there was the Supreme foamposites and then the Nike Supreme jerseys and pants or shorts, excuse me. And it went well. Obviously, sold out everything, and there's a lot of hype for the Supreme foams. And then the Supreme foams actually had a restock on, I think it was Friday or Saturday. I was on the computer at just the right time and actually ended up making one of them happen. So I'll surprise you guys with which one whenever I get it, if it ends up being shipped. I don't know. You never know what's going to happen with orders, but should be legit. Should be being shipped, and I can't believe I ended up getting them on that. But anyway, Nike Air Max Triax 94 Retro. If you guys are interested in those, I want them to start coming back with the Air Max Bursts. That kind of reminds me of the Burst, but the Burst had a way big fat air bubble. I did this article. It's probably an interesting one for you guys to check out. It's an original one that I did for possible packaging for the Air Mag 2015. I ended up going back and watching Back to the Future 2, actually Back to the Future 1, 2, and then I'm working my way through the third one just to get reacquainted with the movie, prepping for 2015. Yes, I'm that big of a nerd. I really want the Air Mags, but check out this container. This container is actually the container that they had in the movie when they pulled out, or Doc gives Marty the Air Mags, and also in this is his self-adjusting jacket and the futuristic hat. So I'm curious, will Nike actually give us the original packaging from the movie for the special 2015 release of the Air Mags, which are going to have the self-adjusting laces, I guess, which I think we're all excited to see. I don't know how functional it's going to be, but it's something that we are excited to see. And it would be cool if they came with the original packaging. Now, the packaging for the previous model that released a couple years ago came in a package of the radioactive material that was needed to power the I think it was plutonium or uranium or whatever, but it was themed after that, which was needed to power the flux capacitor, which is the flux capacitor is the thing that powers the DeLorean that lets them go back to the future and stuff. So anyway, nerding out a little bit too much there, but curious what you guys think about that. I think it would be a dope idea if they did that. Of course, it's not official. It's just me and thinking and stuff. And I think it would be rad. Reebok Insta Pump Fury, Sneaker Politics release date. That one actually looks pretty nice for those, if you want to check that one out. Also, from Kicks Reason, the Reebok Kamikaze and Question Easter Pack. It's kind of cool that I get cool, or do you think it's not cool with Reebok kind of doing like the Christmas packs and the Easter packs and those type of things as well. If you guys are fan of the Reebok questions and stuff, then I don't know. They might be for you. It's too pastel for me personally. They really went too literal with the theme of the Easter pack for my too much for my taste. But then Nike's Easter pack I don't really like that much either this year because of all the green. I'm not a huge fan of all green like that. Nike and Supreme the foamposite release canceled in store in New York because of all the people about to riot. It was crazy, and the shoe game captured a lot of that. Shout out to them. If you guys want to see some video clips from that, just the mayhem in the streets was just nuts. The Nike Tiempo 94 Gold pack is out there. It's a non-hype thing. It's not something that's going to sell out and be worth a lot of money. But if you want a high-quality sneaker that looks good, the Tiempos are dope. And since the Jordan 1 inspired pack, like the Tiempos are really on my radar. This pack looks nice. It's a clean and simple white and gold, black and gold pack. And they do fit a little bit larger. So if you're 9.5 like me, you should definitely go down to a 9. And I made that mistake, but just a heads up on that. D-Wade shares with us some new Way Wade 2s. It's dubbed the sweatshirt. I'm curious to see more images and the materials on that, considering the Way Wades are really known for their high quality leather. That doesn't look like leather, of course, so I'm curious to see more about that. Some more Peas and Carrots collection from A. Valdez. I believe he knows some of the people in that collection, so he posts some stuff from there on the site, which I'm okay with. Also, the Ronnie Feig A6 Cove and Mint Leaf release happened on Saturday morning. Did you guys luck out on anything from this last weekend? I might have lucked out on some things here and there, so I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, pretty crazy. I'll definitely have a lot of pickups next week. It's going to be a crazy week. But did you guys pick up either of those, or did you like any of them? I know obviously people are. It's funny to see people's reactions. It's like, oh, everybody's a hype beast and everybody's jumping on to the A6 bandwagon because it's popular now or something. And it's like the people that have known about it for the last year or longer have a sense of entitlement because they've known about it before. But again, it's just sneakers, man. Just because you knew about something before somebody else doesn't mean you have extra rights to purchase something that somebody else might not have known about. And if they like it, they like it. I mean, also it's a hype monster, hype beast trap. So if you get a chance to get some and you want to sell them, you can, because the hype is there and you'll be able to make your money and then some back on it. So it's a kind of like, yeah, it's a reseller's market for a lot of those things now, depending on the products, and it is hit and miss if you're trying to do that. These ones are definitely a hit. I've seen them going for over 350 or so just on Twitter and stuff. So anyway, they look like nice quality. I want to see what they look like in person. The Volcanoes are still my favorite, and those are the ones that put me onto any of those type of sneakers, because the Volcanoes to me just look so dope. But moving on from that, Nike, What the KD 6 and LeBron 11 get some official images and a release date. That was huge news earlier in the week, and the LeBron 11 especially, because nobody has seen that before. Check out the article here. I also did a video on that, giving a little bit more of a history based on this article of the history of the What the series, starting with the What the Dunks, as you can see pictured kind of in that image right there. Kendall Marshall shows off 8 different unreleased pairs of Jordans. 2 of those are released. 3 of them now actually are released from that picture, but still giving us a look at a lot of the upcoming ones, including the Concord Lows, which are going to cause a lot of mayhem. Not quite yet because it's not summertime officially, but as soon as it hits nice and spring, those are going to be super neck breakers, I think. And those are going to be crazy. Also, the Carmines, everybody's really feeling those. But we also get a new look at a Jordan 2, and those green snakeskin lows actually are looking pretty nice, dude. If you like green, I'm not a big fan of the green, but they look clean. Like if you like green, then it's not a bad look. Soulfly and Jordan 3 tease another look at the lottery Jordan 3s with Soulfly, and it kind of makes sense with the jackpot colored the way it is, the red, orange, yellow, and green. So kind of interesting. Want to see more. They keep teasing us. Just shows the damn shoes, man. No idea on the release date, and it's doubtful anybody's going to be able to get them because they're just probably in store with like 24 pairs or something crazy like that. Rip Hamilton also showed off his unreleased Jordan 2s. The release date of those are coming out pretty soon, I believe. The Offspring and Saucony Shadow 6000 pack, running since 96, looks dope. Really, really cool. I've never even heard of Offspring's short. La la la. I've never heard of the. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm not even gonna edit this out. The Offspring store before because we don't have any. I know it seems like it's a UK store. They are gonna be dropping online. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get a chance to get a pair. There's actually two colorways. Kind of looks very similar, but they complement each other. Looks really rad. They released in store already on the 5th and I believe on the 7th at some specific time. They're going to be dropping on Monday. So I guess look out for that. If you're lucky, you can try to get those sent to you. I'm not sure if they ship overseas. I hope they do, but those look dope. Adidas D Rose 5s were spotted, and I'm curious if those are going to do any good or not. John Wall has a signature shoe that we're going to see also coming up here, and I'm hearing rumor that Lillard is going to actually re-sign and get his own signature shoe as well. So kind of like Nike basketball, Adidas basketball could be doing this thing with a big three. I think that's a genius marketing move. We have Rose, Wall, and Lillard, Kobe, LeBron, and KD. I think that it would be cool. It would be interesting to see what happens with that. I'll leave it at that. Air Max Breathe collection was announced. Some new technology involved with this. Looks pretty crazy on a retro sneaker. If you guys want to check out that article, please do. Packers and Saucony High Time Brown Snake actually had some images, but it also had its release date already. I'm pretty sure you can go to Packers Shoes and still pick them up, full size run. I'm hearing rumors that there's going to be no pump in the Air Command Force in 2014. I hope to God that's not the case. I really want them to have the pump in it. If it looks like it has the pump, cool. But it would be better if, of course, it had the pump in the original box. I doubt they're going to have the original box and all that stuff, just because of the price point. Probably wouldn't be lucrative. The original box, actually, the original box was normal. Now the air pressures are the ones where it was really crazy. So maybe they should bring back those ones as well. Anyway, rounding it up here, the Baron Air Jordan 1 highs released this last weekend. Did you guys pick those ones up as well as any of the other ones, the Baron 9s? Also some of the information for the. It's crazy how fast things escalate. Like we get word earlier in the week, hey, FYI, the foamposites are going to be releasing this weekend, and then they're like, oh crap, we have that's an extra $250 that I wasn't expecting to spend this week on a pair of sneakers. But we have to deal with that like every single week nowadays, which is getting a little bit overwhelming, but fun to see that there's so much of a variety. You don't have to cop everything, and they're giving us a lot of cool things with a lot of different variety. A couple different Instapump Fury collaborations here, as well as a video review from Kicks Reason. If you want to check out his video review, check that out. Rain Man 2 Monday treat from Kicks Reason also. This was an interesting one from Kickstarter 12. The Atmos Lacoste, or Lacoste, I don't know how to say that. But it's a chunky glow. It actually glows in the dark. Pretty cool looking sneaker there. And the Air Huarache White on White. I don't know if that actually got a U.S. release or not, though. But Kickstarter did an article on that, as well as the release date and Cove release date unveil from the Coves and the Mints. And then the last article was the John Wall signature sneaker. Kind of reminds me of a D Wade shoe a little bit, actually, with no leather. Just kind of a different upper. Anyway, I'm curious to see how that is going to turn out. I like that they have a John Wall logo, and it looks pretty rad for that. But that is it for the weekly recap. I don't think my release calendar is... Nope, it is... Nope, it's not working. Just like that. It is not working. So that's something that I'm looking at getting fixed also. I apologize that the site's kind of been in shambles. If you've been on there, some of the links don't work right, and I don't know. It's frustrating, but at the same time... we're getting a huge overhaul, and it takes time to make things work. So bear with it if you guys can. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. This was a long video, as I usually do. I thought it was going to be shorter, but it wasn't. Game of Thrones tonight. Excited to watch it. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. Later, guys. Peace.